There are different processes with different characteristics, such as the job shops, the batch, uh, the repetitive or assembly line, and also continuous. Here we're going to learn about these types of processes, and we're going to see different examples. I have selected video clip pieces related to these types of processes with examples that you can actually follow and watch. The link of these video clips are available in the lecture slides as well. So here is an example of a job shop process that you see. It's a Midwestern hospital medical team that are performing a diagnostic procedure that involves a cardiac catheterization. And also there's going to be a description of job shop itself and an additional example of a job shop that you can follow using the link that are provided here. The next process type is batch, which is less flexible than the job shop, and it can actually produce less variety but in higher volume. So this is an example of, you can see here the links provided for two clips for the batch, a general description of batch shop, and also an example which is the Louisville Slugger. And also in this picture you see what actually a batch looks like in the food industry. So a batch process, as you see here, menu items are prepared in batches in the kitchen of the Espago restaurant in the forum at Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. So as you see here, each batch has many actually different of pieces of product here. The products here are food or dishes of food, which the products in each batch are similar to each other, but each batch can be different from each other, from the other batches. So follow the link provided in the lecture slides and watch the videos. The next type of process is the repetitive process, or as they call it, assembly line, or simply just a line. There are two types of assembly line, the worker paced and the machine paced. Here is an example. You can actually follow the link provided and watch the video clips. In this picture, you see an example of assembly line, a repetitive process, motorcycles on an assembly line with parts added in a sequential order, and that's what an assembly line looks like. The last process type is called the continuous process. The continuous process is on the other side of the extreme. You get almost no variety of product. You're very limited to a standard product. But on the other hand, you get the maximum possible output, or the volume is going to be really high. So here, if you follow the link provided, there are two clips here. One is just the description of the continuous process with its characteristics, and the other one is an example of the continuous process that is used in Imperial sugar refinery. So the picture provided is a continuous process that shows an oil refinery performance, that is performance at a continuous process which mixed and separating crude oil into gas, fuel oil, chemicals, and many other ingredients of the oil. As you learned, for these different processes types, the job shop, batch, repetitive or assembly line, and also the continuous, they have different characteristics and are different from each other, especially based on the volume, the flexibility, and the variety. So here in this table, you can see a summarization, a summary of these processes. So let's go through them. Job shop, for example, is highly customized goods or services for highly customized goods or services, and its advantage is that it can handle a wide variety of work. But on the other hand, its disadvantage is that it's just slow and it's costly and it has complex planning and scheduling. Batch shop, on the other hand, is for semi-standardized goods or services. So it's not as highly variety product uh, producing as the job shop can, but on the other hand, it's easier to add or change product or services, and it's more or is faster as well. Um, and the disadvantage is that it's moderate cost per unit compared to the job shop, and also moderate scheduling complexity. Repetitive or assembly process type is for standardized goods or services. So it's it's capable of less variety, producing or providing less variety than batch and job shop. But on the other hand, the cost of producing per unit is very low. It's lower than batch and job shop. And it's capable of producing high volume and the efficiency is high. On the other hand, it has low flexibility and high cost of downtime because it's an assembly line. So every process or every part of this assembly line, if it actually broke down, it's going to stop the whole process. And at the end of the spectrum, we have the continuous process type, which is highly standardized goods or services. It is suitable for highly standardized goods and services. And it's very efficient. It's very high volume. On the other hand, its disadvantage is that it's very rigid. It's very for highly standardized product. There is no flexibility, not much flexibility or variety here. And it's costly to change and also very high cost of downtime here as well. Based on the differences that these process types have from each other, especially for variety and volume, we can actually put them in this plot here that they show how different they are and what side of the spectrum are they in. So here we have two different characteristics. The volume on the x-axis from low to the high, and on the y-axis, we have the variety from low to high. So as you see here, job shop is among these types of processes is highly, it has the highest variety. On the other hand, it has the lowest volume capability. And next we have the batch, which is less, it's capable of producing or providing less variety than job shop, but it's still more capable of higher variety than repetitive assembly line and continuous. It's also able of producing or providing more volume than job shop, but it's less capable than the repetitive or the continuous. Next, we have the repetitive type or the assembly line. Um, in terms of volume, as you see here, it's actually in terms of volume, it's second after to continuous, and also in terms of variety, it's actually third after job shop and batch. So it's less capable than batch and job shop in the number of variety, but it's more capable than continuous. And in terms of volume after continuous, it's second. So with repetitive or assembly line, you're more capable of producing more volume, higher volume than batch and job shop. And at the end of this spectrum, we have the continuous, which is at the very end of volume. So it's it has the highest volume production and also the smallest or the lowest variety capability here.